Hare Krishna. Welcome to Wisdomful Wednesday, Bengal Files. The trailer has been released and people are talking about. There are many people talking there about the movie and giving their opinions about the teaser. What's the spiritual perspective? Why, Swamiji, you want to talk about a movie called Bengal Files? What's the life lesson? What we can learn from it? In this few minutes, we'll discuss about that. Before that, let us seek the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, who happens to be from Bengal, from Kolkata, and he was present when this Noakhali Kolkata Direct Action Day happened. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshtarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Direct Action Day, Noakhali Rights, 1946. This film dwells into harrowing events of Direct Action Day, the great Kolkata killings and Noakhali riots of 1946. Chapters of communal violence that claim thousands of lives and are often overshadowed in the mainstream historical discourse. Fiction bol nahi sakte, but it's a real trauma, though through a narrative interwoven with the past, present. The film follows a investigation into a missing journalist. That's what the internet has telling me. And as the probe unfolds, it unearths a disturbing truths of a suppressed generational trauma and walks viewers through a Bengal caught between memory and amnesia. And it's a third installment of Vivek Agnihotri's Files trilogy. The film continues the thematic arc which began with Tashkent Files and later in the Kashmir Files, aiming to shine light on what the direct posits as forgotten or ignored tragedies in the Indian history. The Bengal Files remains consistent with the tradition of bold social historical commentary. Now, a lot of actors, notable actors whom they portray. Among it's Mithun Chakrabarti, Pallavi Joshi, Darshan Kumar, Anupam Kher, who plays the role of Gandhi without any prosthetics, and Shashwata Chatterjee. So, controversy and political backlash. The film's promotional journey has been marred by controversy. They had a trailer launch. Disruptions, and Kolkata screening of the trailer was cancelled at a cinema and later halted at a hotel, first due to lack of necessary permissions and then allegedly by intentional wire cuts. Allegations are that it's a bias, it's a propaganda. Critics accuse the film of being politically motivated, labeling it as inflammatory rather than real educational intent. So the first dialogue, Beta apna naam bata, Taimur. Then he goes on to tell 2050 तक अगर ये इंडिया का youngest minority prime minister बनता है तो क्या होगा, डेमोक्रेसी का जीत होगा, करेक्ट? सो ये जब सुनने के बाद मुझे पॉइंट ये आता है एज फ्रॉम कृष्णा कॉन्शियस पर्सपेक्टिव, if we don't propagate this message of Krishna consciousness not only across India but across the globe, things going to become like this. This is going to be the reality. Prabhupada or the scriptures wanted the leaders to be in line with the great kings of the past. Rama Rajya. Somebody wants Rama Rajya, they have to follow the ideals of Lord Ramachandra. And the ruler should be an ideal king, following the tenets of the Vedic literatures, just like Yudhishthira Maharaj or Ambarish Maharaj or such kings in that line. Now, in this Kali Yuga, how can we have such rulers? So, hence it is important for us to propagate the message of Krishna consciousness among the ruler class. One. Second, If they become rulers, if they are Krishna conscious, it would impact the whole world with Krishna consciousness. Just like Prabhupada gives example of King Ashoka, because he patronized Buddhism, and that Buddhism was flourishing during his tenure. In fact, he sent the missionaries to other parts of the world too. Second, now since we cannot influence such class of people, they're already rotten with Kali influence. So if the mass of people become Krishna conscious, and they will vote Krishna conscious person into the ruling clan, then that can change. This is what my first thought process was. Otherwise, Kali is going to take over very seriously, and it's going to ruin us. And this is the only hope for next 9,500 years. It's a golden age, and the golden age is going to come provided when mass of people take Krishna conscious, and the leaders who will emerge from this mass of people would be Krishna conscious, should be Krishna conscious, and then the golden era will be unleashed. Then he says, ये भारत नहीं है, पश्चिम बंगाल है. पश्चिम बंगाल में 2 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होता है. एक हिंदू का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, एक मुस्लिम का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है. Now we speak about the Indian constitution, and people know how directly or indirectly they hardly follow or don't follow about the Indian constitution. On this constitution, the word, I just got this Swarup, the meaning of constitution. Jivera Swarupa hoy Nityara Krishna Das. The eternal constitution position of a living entity is Jivera Swarupa hoy Nityara Krishna Das. The constitution of a living entity is, he's eternal servant of Krishna. He or she is eternal servant of Krishna. And if the constitution is not based on this, such problems will be there. Now you're talking about Hindu constitution, Muslim constitution, some other constitution, the constitution will keep on increasing. 5,000 years ago, there was only one constitution, that the constitution of the Supreme Lord. The whole world was ruled by the emperors sitting in India, the sacred tract of land, because they followed the instruction of the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita, from the Vedic literatures. And they could rule over the whole world because they were empowered by the Supreme Lord. As Kali impregnated, the whole world got disintegrated into multiple rulers, and eventually the monarchy failed, and in some places monarchy is still there, and the democracy took over, and the one whole earth which was ruled by one king, today there are more than 192 countries with 192 constitutions. Everybody has their own constitution. I'll not follow constitution. My ways, my rules. As long as we don't follow the constitution of the Supreme Lord, this fragmentation is going to happen. If the center is not Krishna, if the center is self-interest of the individual or self-interest of the set of people, this quarrel will happen. My constitution, Hindu constitution, Muslim constitution, Christian constitution, Jew constitution. And that's the reason for all this problem. The identification with the body. I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian. In actuality, we are all nothing than the spirit souls. But we have forgotten that. We are Krishna's Ansha, Mamaivamsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. This message has to be spread. Otherwise, the constitution keep multiplying. Now, there is a conversation between Mahatma Gandhi and Jinnah here. Gandhi goes on to say, there are no original Muslims. All Muslims were converted. Our DNA is one and the same. Yes, DNA in original sense, which I got. DNA means we are originally Krishnas. Krishna Bhuliya Jiva Bhogavancha Kare Maya Japatiya Dare. Forgetting Krishna, Jiva in different, living in it is different species. Forgets this, is eternal servant of Krishna. He's thinking he's Muslim, he's Christian, he's Hindu. These are bawdy designations. And he goes on to say, we believe in one Allah, and compares between the Hindu faith and the Islamic faith. It's all faith, it can be changed. Today I'm Hindu, tomorrow I can be Muslim. But Dharma is not that. Dharma which cannot be changed. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranita. Dharma is that set of direction given by the Supreme Lord directly. And the nature of dharma means which cannot be changed. The dharma of a living entity is to render service. No, he's rendering service to multiple set of people, including a dog. He identified this set of people are mine, this set of people are mine. They are my enemies, they are my well-wishers. All this identification stems from the misidentification that I am the body and everything surrounding to me are also bodies. There are certain bodies which are favorable to me, there are certain bodies which are envious of, certain bodies which is helping me in advancing in my pursuit of sense gratification, certain bodies are stopping me. Oh, there's a clash. And this clash is happening since the beginning of creation, obviously, and in the offset of Kali Yuga, it has been increased. And in these last thousands of years, it has been exponentially happening. There are fights all across. That's the nature of Kali Yuga. Kali means age of coral, age of hypocrisy. Okay. Further, it states an untold story. Untold story of Hindu genocide. This great Kolkata killings, they say it's great Kolkata killings, no Kali killings or massacre of Hindu Muslims in Kolkata on the direct order of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Muslim League. He wanted Kolkata to be part of the Pakistan, East Pakistan. So when this was not fulfilled, he said, we will do it by force. And there was a severe massacre of Hindus. Prabhupada goes on to say this Muhammad Ali Jinnah is an agent of Britishers. Even though there was atrocities or bloodshed in the past, but eventually they understood, okay, they have a different faith. Okay, you have a different faith. They are staying together, but there are no nuances. But Britishers consciously enraged the Hindus and Muslims to fight with each other. Mahatma Gandhi tried his best to keep the Hindu-Muslim unity together. But in spite of his so-called non-violence, which failed miserably, the violence consumed him. And the partition of the country happened. And it was the role of the Britishers to make Hindu and Muslims fight with each other. This is one of the angles. Of course, you can find many such angles. I'm just giving one aspect. Please, in the comment section, be respectful. There are many reasons, many perspectives, many angles, many nuances. But I'm just giving the one aspect which I remember from based on teachings of Srila Prabhupada. Now, each and every individual as politicians have their agenda. They wanted to have their separate kingdom. They want to be rulers of that kingdom. Let the country get divided. Let the states get divided. I'll get my small area. And I'll rule. Because everyone wants to be the ruler. That is a disease of the living entity. Icha dvesha samuttena dvandva mohena bharata. This stemmed beginning in the jiva. He wanted to enjoy independent of the Lord. He began his enmity towards the Lord, and that is reflected in all the later pursuits of the jiva to further his desires and experiences in the material world. It's all stemming from that. I am the enjoyer. Everything in existence should be for my enjoyment. I am the Prime Minister. I will be the Prime Minister. I will be the ruler. Everything is meant for my gratification. I'm envious of these people. These people are stopping from my gratification. I should finish them off. Not only Jinnah, all the politicians have this, generally by and large in Kali Yuga, have the same, all living entities by and large. And when someone has a good karma and good package, and they exploit this tendency, as long as the jiva has the tendency, he will perform karmic activities and for which he has to suffer. And whatever is happening, everyone will get their due. Any crime, any injustice done to any of them will not go unpunished. Law of karma states that. Jaisi karni, vaisi bharni. It will definitely happen. If not in this life, in the next lives, the living entity who has done these atrocities will have to suffer. Nobody can escape. Sometimes you may wonder, if so much atrocities are happening, where is God? God has not taken any contract that I'll come and save you. We are not Prahlad or Pandavas. Even Pandavas had to go through so many difficulties, even with Lord being personally present. So it's our own doing. Lord is not responsible for what is happening to us. It's our doing. We have rejected the Lord. That's why the suffering is going on. Everyone who's got this material body is a criminal who has certain uh, karmic reaction which he had to go through. Whether so-called happiness, actually there's no happiness. That's why it's a so-called happiness. And punishments which has to adhyatmika, adi bhautika, adi devik relation, suffering caused by other living entities. This right. And there is a character called Gopal here. He identified himself with the Hindus and he wants to protect the Hindus. He fought valiantly to protect the innocent people at that point of time. So in life also we'll be going through a lot of difficulties like that. We have to fight. Sometimes you have to fight. And Krishna consciousness doesn't teach cowardism. The two greatest war in the history of mankind was fought by Vaishnavas, Mahabharata and Ramayana. So at times when challenges are there, we have to use violence to protect ourselves, because these people who are using violence has to be given back in violence. Non-violence will not work. Ahimsa will not work. That's why Krishna is asking the Bhagavad Gita he's inducing Arjuna to do violence, because these Atatainas, six types of Atatainas are there. Those who set house on fire, those who kill your wife, kidnap your wife, and then give you poison. When such things are happening, we cannot sit quiet. We have to give it back based on whatever is possible for us. Self-defense is even protected under the Constitution of India. So this particular person, Gopal Chatterjee, if I remember properly, if I trust my memory, he protected the entire Kolkata Hindus from massacre. And that's why, the Kolkata was saved from being the part of the new East Pakistan. And there's a dialogue wherein they say, we can give this tract of land, chota sa tukda hai Bengal ka, de sakte hai kya hai. So when I heard this dialogue, Bengal is Gauda Desh. It's a place where Lord Chaitanya appeared. It's a place where all the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas appeared. It's a place where founder Acharya of worldwide Hare Krishna movement, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnaravinda, Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada appeared. It's a very special place for us. Unfortunately, the places where our Acharyas have taken their birth and is a very place of significance. Gauda Desh, Navadvip, Mayapur, Gauramandal, Parikrama. We have to go to Bangladesh. It is not part of Bharat today. So it's a very special place. See, anything is happening, it's in the control of the Lord. If something is happening, it's in the control of the Lord. Now, it's our responsibility as Gaudiya Vaishnavas to reclaim this. Now, how do we reclaim? It will be happening by pure preaching of Krishna consciousness. My take on this would be, even during Lord Chaitanya's physical appearance in this material world, that time it was rule of Nizams, rule of Mughals. In spite of that, whether the political scenarios may be favorable for Krishna consciousness, may be unfavorable for Krishna consciousness, if someone wants to practice Krishna consciousness, nobody can check it. It is possible, and it's our responsibilities to preach vigorously this Krishna consciousness. 2-3 years back, we visited Bangladesh, and there are so many practicing Krishna consciousness devotees. They were so happy to see us. They were in tears. They were falling at offering dandavats, offering respects to all of us, seeing so many devotees visiting them. They're still practicing. Yes, of course, there are challenges, there are difficulties practicing Krishna consciousness, but rest assured that it's only a phase. It's only a matter of time. 13 years of exile, 14 years of exile. You understand what I'm trying? Preaching is happening. Nobody can stop this movement. Nobody can check this Hare Krishna movement. this Nagaradi, Gramadi, Sarvatra Prachara, Hoibe Mora Nam. And the whole world will be united by this one Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Prabhupada has already done that single-handedly. In just span of 11 years, he traveled all across the globe, brought all the Westerners, English-speaking people, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus in under one umbrella of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So if we tread the path of Srila Prabhupada and seriously execute his instructions, definitely in this life only we can see a great transformation that the change can happen. That's why Prabhupada chose his world headquarters to be in Bengal, in Mayapur. So let us wait, let us work out so that this can be a reality, and it's a challenge. So we require a lot of intelligent youngsters to take up this mission seriously so this can happen. It's a challenge. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted. Bharata Bhumila Hoila Janma Yara Jaro Karo Janma Sartak. That Janma Sartak means we become Krishna conscious sincerely, seriously, strictly, chanting 16 notes of Hare Krishna mantra, following the 4 regulative principles, reading Srila Prabhupada books, planning out strategies so that Paropakara can happen. So I invite all those who are hearing this, if you want the real bliss and happiness to be spread, that's the purpose of our mission. Sarva Jano Sukhino Bhavantu. Everyone should be happy, irrespective of caste, creed, color. Doesn't matter. You may disagree with me, but the point is, it will be possible provided everyone comes together. That's how our make is. We are Krishnas. Mamai Vamasho Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Living entities are his anshas. Unless we go back to him, render service unto him, be Krishna conscious, we cannot be happy. And they all forgotten that. And anyone who goes to remind them will be hit. That's the reality. Nityananda Prabhu personally, Lord Balaram himself, along with Haridas Thakur, they went door to door. Apparently, they were hit by the so-called Hindus of that time, Jagai, Madai, and so many difficulties will be there. That preaching difficulties will be there. But rest assured, Narsimha Dev going to protect us. We will come victorious. Rest assured, Prabhupada says our movement will be remembered in the history of mankind, for saving the mankind from going to hell. So it's a responsibility of every Indian. Let us take this seriously so that this can be accomplished. Going further, and that Bengali dhoti, Bengali kurta, Prabhupada took it the whole world. The Bengali kachori, samosa, rasgullas, gulab jamuns, Bengali way of kirtan, Prabhupada took it the whole world. So we have extremely special connection with this. And he says it's a duty of every... he speaks about the Indian, and he also specifically mentioned those who born in Bengal and in Odisha, especially those who are born in Bengal, have even more special significance to do this seriously. So I implore all those who are watching, then he speaks about the percentage of population, how it happens. Now, whichever population, whichever thread, Kaliyuga, we don't have control in what's going to happen. But what we have control is for next 9,500 years, there's a prophecy. Nagaradi Gramatra Sarvatra Prachare Hoibe Moranam. So we are part of this golden age. Doesn't matter whatever population increase, whatever faith increase, we are not against anyone. We have to make people chant the names of the Lord somehow or the other. Even if we don't have to preach or convert the whole population, even just 1% of the world population. Say, for example, 805 crores or 10 crores the world population, 1% of the population, close to 1.5 crores or 1 crore of people, if they can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just 1% of the world population. Just 1% of the world. That's a target. That will change the face of the world. Whatever the strategy of whoever it is, it will not affect, it will not impact, it will not have any impact. That's the power of the holy name of the Lord. You have to flood the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to every nook and corner of the whole world. And they say, ये partition 1947 से शुरू हुआ है, अभी तक चलता आ रहा है. Partition is an unfinished job. That's what he says. So that It will be shattered into different parts. Even when Prabhupada was there, 1947, India, Pakistan happened. 1971, the Bangladesh was created. So the material world is created like that. This Dukhale Mashasadam, place of miseries, age of quarrel. It's going to be like this. But Kaliyar Doshani De Rajan, Kaliyuga, us ocean of fault, what can be done? Asti Eko Mahan Guna. There's one great quality of Kali Yuga. What is that? Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangam Param Rajayat. It's a bad, dirty place. It's a lavatory. Those who come here, Prabhupada said, don't worry about what will happen in this world. You come here for 60 years, 30 years, going to live. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, become Krishna conscious, get out of this place. And when you get out of this place, get as many people as possible, those who are interested to take up Krishna consciousness. Even those who are not interested, try to get them. This is the only welfare. Because this material world is going to be like this. There's going to be life violence. There's going to be atrocities. There's going to be problems. This is designed like that. Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. It's a place of miseries. Krishna is telling in the Bhagavad Gita. How can you change it? We can change, we can save those people who are interested, those who are seeking for Krishna consciousness. And if you are so powerful, you can also transform and convert those who are also envious or not interested in this. For that, you need empowerment. So empowerment comes from the empowered Acharya. When we follow his directions, his guidelines, his instructions, his ideas, and take it seriously under his institution, then together in the institution, there's a force. Individually at home, we cannot do it. You cannot do a Kranti being at home individually. We need an organization. And Prabhupada has had a wonderful organization in the form of Hare Krishna movement. This can transform the whole world. We invite all the youngsters to take up to this movement very seriously and be part of this wonderful, challenging challenge of preaching Krishna consciousness all across the globe. Otherwise, partition will keep happening. So you have to unite everyone under one umbrella. And that one umbrella is Krishna. Let there be one mantra, that this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Let there be one Supreme Lord, that is Devaki Putra. There will be one literature, that is Bhagavad Gita. Let there be one activity for everyone, that is devotional service to Krishna. And that has to be done by the Indians who are watching this, Bengalis who are watching this. It's our duty and it's possible. It's already prophesized, already is going to happen. We have to just take the credit of being the instruments, just like Krishna in the 11th chapter tells, Nimitta Matra Bhava Sabhya Chikarna Drona Jayadratha, all are gone. You just fight and become hero and take the credit. Similarly, Nagaradi Gramadi, it's already declared every part and corner, nook of the whole world, people going to become Krishna conscious. That's a prophecy. Now, if I and you become part of the global mission of Srila Prabhupada, we will be instrumental in that cause. Let us be instrumental in the cause of Srila Prabhupada and take this further. Kabhi khatam hi nahi hoga, I heard this. As long as we are disconnected with Krishna, this problem of partition or issues or difficulties, problems, issues will continue to be there. जब तक आप वापस नहीं जाओगे. That's why Krishna is coming into this material world, giving this discourses, giving this Bhagavad Gita, sending acharyas, sending this institution for all of us. Let us take this benefit and get out of this place. And ahead, आज किसी भारतीय का कोई जीवन का कोई कीमत नहीं है. There's no value for a life of an Indian or life of any human being. People just get killed. That's why we should understand this human form of life is very rare, extremely rare. And that to take birth as a human being in Bharatavarsha is even more rare. This place, if you take birth, it's not an ordinary thing. You get the opportunity to become Krishna conscious like this. By birth, by default, this tract of land produces devotees. By default, they are devotees, but the politicians and the so-called atheistic temperament, they try to brainwash, but they cannot take the DNA of being devotees of Krishna from the DNA of Indians. There's a conspiracy going on. There's a constant work being done to take Indians away from Krishna consciousness. But rest assured, this human form of life should not be wasted. It's a very rare thing. Durlabha Manusha Janma. In this human form of life, you can question, who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? Don't waste this human form of life for so-called isms. Understand that I am not this body. I am part and parcel of Krishna. I have to chant Hare Krishna mantra and get out of this place. That's a valuable human form of life. In this human form of life, you can question, who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? Goal of life? Who is God? What happens after death? If you're not asking this question, if your attraction for Krishna is not invoked, then whatever so-called religion you are following is Shama Eva Hi Kevalam. Your love for Krishna, your love for God is not increased. That is just following Shama Eva Kevalam type of religion. Further, and finally the trailer concludes with, ये सब एक खेल है, लोग मरते हैं, देश चलता है, और खेल चलता है. Something like that. Actually, that's a reality. It's a karma. It's all game of your individual karma, combined karma. So when you stop this game and enter the game of Krishna consciousness, this game of material sufferings will end. And Krishna has appeared only for that purpose, to end this game of suffering and pain. But for that, you should be part of Krishna's party. You should be part of the Pandavas. And how has Krishna come to us? How Krishna is helping us out? In the name form. In Kali Yuga, Lord has incarnated in the name form. Kali Kale Namarupa Krishna Avatar. Arjuna and the Pandavas had the privilege of having Krishna face to face. They can talk to him, take direct guidance. Today, similarly, all of us can have the similar experience of having access to Krishna by chanting his names. Paritranaya sano vidashaya tadushkuta dharma samsthapanata. Paritranaya sadhuna. To protect the devotees, to annihilate the miscreants, to establish dharma, I appear millennium after millennium. Same thing happens when I chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The sadhu in my heart, the Arjuna in my heart gets awakened. The Duryodhana in my heart gets killed or gets subsidized to the degree of my surrender to Krishna, and I follow Dharma. What Krishna was personally doing by establishing Vaishnavas in the realm of affairs, each and every individual, if we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna does this. And when we further make people chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Dharma is established. This is how the real Dharma can be established. And Krishna wants us to do this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants us to do this. Srila Prabhupada, who's mercifully come to this material world on the order of Krishna, painstakingly had done this. He has given books, he has given the resources. Our process is very simple. Everyone all across the globe will love this. Nice prasadam, delicious prasadam, music, dance, and a little bit of worship. And if you're interested to understand it logically, we have books. Just give it a try, those who are watching this, and you will get all answers to your satisfaction and the bliss of Krishna consciousness. That's how you're made. You're part, you're Ansha of the Lord. You just have to, you've forgotten that when you come in touch with this bona fide spiritual master or his institution or his disciples or his devotees, that gets awakened. This has to be reached to the nook and corner of the whole world. Otherwise, this files after files after files after files of trauma, agony, pain, violence will continue in this material world as long as we are there in this material world, thinking that we are the body and I am the enjoyer. That has to be removed, and this Krishna consciousness has to be cultivated. And that is very easy. Simply we have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for patiently hearing me. Hopefully I did justice for what I promised. Bengal Files. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.